Don't forget to go to ashkicking.com for pound the best home health and beauty fragrance products. Anything else you want to say to your fans, man?
Man, shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, Erroll Spence Jr., my whole name, and just look out for me.
Yes, sir. Let me dig into your brain. Folks falling like
body shot, because he's got a good body shot.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Shawn Porter, he just recently said in an interview that he believes that Keith Thurman is better than Errol Spence. Matter of fact, let me go and quote exactly what he had to say. So Shawn Porter was asked the question, who does he think is better? And he says, right now, and I would say Keith Thurman. I think he has a way of getting fighters to fight his fight. I think Errol Spence does the same thing, but I think Keith Thurman is more tactical at doing that. Keith Thurman is that guy that you get in the ring with, and no matter how many times you tell him to come or how many times you come at him, he's going to do what he wants to do. And he's going to get you to do that. I think I did a really good job of trying to fight my fight. This is what Shawn Porter said to Yahoo Sports. And then Shawn Porter, he basically breaks down the fight between Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. He says this: and what could be the difference maker in that fight is that Keith Thurman is so unorthodox, where Errol Spence, he has that southpaw style, but he's very technically sound. But against someone who is so unorthodox, like Keith Thurman, with all these unpredictable moves and throws all these unpredictable punches at you at points in the fight, will make it very hard for anyone that gets in the ring with him. End quote. You know, this is pretty interesting because right now we all know that Errol Spence is perceived as the boogeyman in the welterweight division. I mean, he is the most respected fighter in that division, hands down, no doubt about it. We know that when Danny Garcia was a champion, and even when he wasn't a champion, as he's not a champion now, I should say, regardless if Danny Garcia was a champion or not, we know that everyone wanted to fight Danny Garcia. It's not because Danny Garcia is this big cash cow, because all of these welterweights are getting paid well. Errol Spence is already getting paid well. Shawn Porter is already getting good checks. All of these fighters under Al Heyman, they're getting paid very well. So regardless, at the end of the day, who you think will win the fight, Errol Spence or Keith Thurman, the one thing we know for certain, and we know for sure, is Errol Spence has wanted this fight since like 2015, okay? We know that Keith Thurman, he wants to test out his arm in his next fight. No one is putting pressure on Keith Thurman to fight Errol Spence in his very next fight. People want to see the fight by the end of the year. And Keith Thurman, according to Keith Thurman, he already said not only will he not fight Errol Spence in his next fight, but he will not fight Errol Spence in his fight after that as well. But he might end up fighting against Shawn Porter. He might end up fighting against, we don't know who he's going to fight, but we know it won't be against Errol Spence. So you have Shawn Porter, once again, right now he's saying that he believes Keith Thurman is better. Hopefully Keith Thurman believes that. Hopefully Keith Thurman truly believes that he's better. He truly believes that, you know, he has this unpredictable style that will give this southpaw Errol Spence problems. Hopefully Keith Thurman, he sees things the exact same way that Shawn Porter sees things. But at the end of the day, you would think that all of these welterweights, they would want to fight for a title, especially if the titleist, if the champion is giving them an opportunity to fight for his belt. But that's not the case. So if Shawn Porter believes that Keith Thurman is better than Errol Spence, and Porter believes he's better than Keith Thurman, does that mean that Shawn Porter believes he's better than both Errol Spence and Keith Thurman? Does that mean that Shawn Porter is going to call out Errol Spence and get that title belt or get that title shot? We'll find out. We'll find out. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Oh yeah, don't forget to tune in to the live radio show tonight, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We do the live show. We have a full panel. We have special guests. We have call-ins. So if you guys want to call in, decafs, feel very free to call in. Always looking forward for decafs to call in. We'll have a good time tonight, guys. That's all I got. It's the nation, baby.